Beat the heat with Heat Block Ultra, a radiant barrier coating that blocks over 80% of the sun's heat from your home. It's available only at Miller's Insulation, and right now you can get it at a discount. Perfect timing. Marketing Director Jeannine Miller joins us with the details. Good morning, Jeannine.
Good morning.
Did you hear the weather forecast for this week?
Yes, it's been going to be hot.
Yeah, we're almost in triple digits, so I'm so glad you're here today. Perfect timing, really. Heat Block was actually invented, by the way, by the military, and I know I didn't know that. Probably a lot of other people didn't either. What was that? What was the reason for that?
Well, they have those heat-sinking missiles, and so they wanted to protect our military. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
The military. So you can see the one on the left does not have the heat block because our body emits heat. So if there's guys in there, it's radiating out the heat. And the one on the right, that has a radiant barrier like Heat Block Ultra.
Oh my gosh.
To help conceal it from the enemy.
How interesting.
So that's how it got started.
So then what is Heat Block Ultra and how does it actually work?
Well, it's a radiant barrier.
Okay.
It's so if you, I have to do simple.
Okay.
So if you take, now it's hot, you put those visors up in your windshield.
Sure.
That's a radiant barrier.
Okay.
So what it does is it's radiating back out the heat to the heat source. So this is how we apply it. This particular product, this is the one we really like because we can go into existing homes, spray very easily. Wow. And it's very economical. We can get in there, spray that on. You combine that with added insulation. If you can do an air seal, all these things combined. Really.
That's it? It looks like they're just spray painting the ceiling.
That's it. That's what it looks like. It's a silver coating. It's got aluminum into the mixture. So that's aluminum that you're seeing.
It's so interesting to me. I've never watched this before. And so how long does a process like this normally take?
Well, of course, depending on the size of the home.
True.
So, an average, about an hour and a half, depending.
Wow.
Heated day, all of that good stuff.
So now, does it have to be in a certain type of house? Could it be in any apartment? I mean, is there certain restrictions?
It has to have a pitch for a guy to be able to get into the attics.
Okay.
So any kind of retrofit work, that's what we call existing homes, retrofit work.
Okay.
It has to have somewhat of a pitch, a big enough pitch for a guy with his equipment to get in there.
Okay, that's simple enough.
Yes.
And then, so would you say that this is the most effective way for us to cut our cooling costs?
It would be, it's a very effective way. And then you add the insulation and an air barrier on top of all that. You're really going to save the cooling costs, save on your heating costs, because again, it's radiating that heat back to the heat source. So in the winter, it's going to push that warmer air back into your home.
That is really interesting. And so really now is definitely a time to make this very wise investment because you're actually also offering a special. So in addition to the fact that you're going to save on your electric bills and your heating bills in the winter, now you're also going to save on the Heat Block Ultra because of those discounts. What are you doing right now?
Yes, we're offering a $150 discount off a Heat Block application.
Yes. That's a significant discount.
Well,
I thought you were going to say like $25 or 5%. That's amazing.
It's got to be on a project that's $1,000 or more.
Okay.
So,
that's great though. It's nice. It's nice if we can do something to make it more affordable overall in general. So now if somebody has a home right now and they're thinking, okay, when would be the perfect time for me to re-insulate? What would you tell them?
Well, if you have a home that's 1970 or older, now's the time for sure, because back then they didn't insulate their homes. So you can always pop up into your attic. Make sure you just get up there and look. If you have less than a few inches, you want to call because the DOE recommends in our area, in our climate zone, that you have an R38 to an R60. So you're talking 13 to 20 inches of insulation.
So these are some of the zoning requirements even?
Yes, the code right now is R38 in Albuquerque.
Good to know.
And Santa Fe.
So now I have another question for you because I know a lot of people might be thinking, well, maybe I should just replace my windows, or why would this be a better option?
Well, people always think about replacing windows and doors first. And with the home, we lose about 50% of our heating and cooling through the attic. So we only lose about 10% through windows and doors. And then about 30% through your crawl floor if you have a crawl floor. So it's really important to consider something very cost effective, easy to do. We're in and out. It's very clean.
I'm getting like a science lesson here. This is an education. So would there be current rebates right now for insulation also?
Yes, New Mexico Gas is offering up to a $500 rebate, 25% off 25% credit up to $500.
Oh, that's great.
You have to have an R11 or less to be able to qualify for that, and a few other items.
So you're giving people a lot to think about. And I also want to mention a side note is that Miller's Installation is family owned, and we always love to hear that, especially because we care so much about local business here on our show. And so I'm curious, what sets your business apart from all the others?
Well, we are family owned. We, my sister, my dad, and I own the company. My dad started it back in 1985. We're an installation only company, so we focus on installation. I think we're the one in New Mexico probably that invests in our people. We really highly train them. They've been with us a very long time. I think if you include all the experience of our folks, we have over 100 years of experience combined. So we really invest in our people. We really want to educate them so that they can go out and perform their job to the best of their ability.
Yeah, and obviously you're doing a great job of that. Let's tell our viewers how they can find you.
Yes, at millersinsulation.com. or 505-924-2214.
That's great. And I think when you have, like you said, when you have a family-owned business, you start to know your own customers and you care about their homes, because ultimately, I always say this when we talk about houses, it's the most personal thing in your life is your home. It's where you live. So to have people you trust and that care about you, it makes it all the better. So thank you, Jeannine. It's been a real education. I appreciate that. Now we got to all stay cool and save some money in the process.
That's right.
And coming up next on New Mexico Style, how contemporary Native American artists are keeping tradition alive and making some new ones. Don't go away.